He just likes to do that.
I do.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think you're new here, but if you are, I'm Jacqueline. This is David.
Yeah, what's up?
And hi. Hi, everybody. Let me know if you can hear us okay, if you can see us okay. I'm pretty sure I have the Wi-Fi turned on. Also, don't forget to change your chat to live chat instead of top chat so that you can see everything in real time. It's just a little drop down arrow, usually to the right of your screen. If you're watching on your phone, it's underneath where the chat is, just
Every
wherever the
time.
top of the chat is.
Every time.
Um, there's a little drop down arrow for you to change that just so that you don't get confused
Audio and
or
video is
wonder
good.
where your comments are going. So I'm going to give people like a few minutes to hop in since YouTube is really slow with their notifications sometimes. Even if you have them turned on, it'll let you know like an hour later that I'm live.
If it even tells you at all, YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, I always put the notification on like through my other account. And then I get the notification like 30 minutes before usually. I like to test it, see if it works. But hello, everybody. Hi, Danny. Hi, Carol, Adina, Erica, Petra, anybody else who is watching, Shelby, but not commenting. Erica, hi. Brooke, I
Is it the
see
summer
you.
hair or is it the
Girl, I still have your
is it the lack of summer hair?
your box right here because fun story. I ran out of packing tape, and by the time I was able to get some, the post office was closed. I didn't want to send it out today because Thursdays are weird. So I'm going to send it tomorrow, and then it should be there by like Tuesday. I have to send out a couple, and I am putting more stuff up on the site. So if you want to DM me, so that you can like see what I have and see if there's anything else that you wanted to add to your package, since Plant Fam members do get like early access to my plants if they want to buy them. So if I'm ever saying that I have plants for sale and then you never see them, it's probably because a Plant Fam member snagged it before it ever made it to the public. I just answered to my computer like you could hear me. I mean, I wish I could hear you. Hi, Mom and Dad. Hi. I got the notification like 20 minutes ago, going live, and I got one already for the live. That's good to know. Love both your hairdos. I'm kind of a mess right now.
Me too.
I brushed it today, but I haven't like done it, and I actually want to cut it shorter. But, oh hey, Brenda, we were just in Tennessee. That is something that we want to talk about today. Hello from Pennsylvania. Hi, Denise. Your boy always needs Hoya. Buy all the Hoya. I have so much Hoya mail coming. Okay, so I opened plant mail today. You guys are going to see that tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to be wearing the same sweatshirt. I apologize. But, I just unboxed some plant mail from Black Cat Gardener Shop. So if you follow her on Instagram, you would have already seen what I bought. Don't ruin it for everybody else. But I unboxed that today, and I have another box coming from Sam's Hoya and Lighthouse Hoya. So if they come on the same day like they're supposed to tomorrow, I'm just going to do like one big massive Hoya unboxing, like probably the biggest I've ever done on my channel, period, because I got like 4 from each person. A lot of Hoya. I don't know where I'm gonna put them. I need another Hoya cabinet.
Oh, okay. Sure.
No argument there. I run out of room.
Yeah, that's good. We'll keep it in your car.
Hi, Lilia. Did I say your name right? Marloka. Hello. Amal. Nice to see you. Can I translate to Arabic?
I think Amal might be saying that to like a phone or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. You got to figure that out with your captions. I know that you can change
usually
like,
that's
the
like
language.
that's usually like a browser setting of some kind.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, good luck with that one.
Yeah, I don't know how to speak Arabic. How's the new baby boy? He is so cute. So if you guys missed it, I got another snake yesterday, and he's like my dream snake. I've wanted this snake since. Bubba, are you okay over there?
He's pooping.
He's making a weird face while he does it.
He's pooping. I mean, don't we all? So.
Sorry, I got distracted by my cat. So you can probably hear him in the litter box, and he had his like face.
He's working very hard on it right now.
Anyway,
yeah.
I got another snake, and he's really cute. He's in shed right now, and we just brought him home. So David told me that I can't take him out.
He needs to rest. She had me digging him out of the substrate this morning because she was worried
find him.
that he disappeared. I'm like, he's chilling underneath.
I couldn't find him. He was burrowed.
You need to let them settle for a couple days. So
I got nervous. I couldn't find him.
Well, don't worry about it. He's gonna be fine.
Hi Emma. Thanks for watching from work. I know this is kind of like a weird time, but I didn't want to do it too late because I've been really tired. And I didn't want to do it too early because people are usually not around. Hi Jessica. Hi Sarah. We are having a great day.
Right. Settle like a plant.
Yeah.
If it was a human that had to settle, like, then, if I moved a person that was new here to a different place, like their arms would fall off.
I just want to show them off, that's all.
I mean,
but we can take out Penny, or I can take out one of the geckos if you guys want to hang out with geckos.
They already don't have arms. Don't do the gecko thing. They're gonna like jump on the screen and like they'll be all over the place.
They're not gonna jump any. I just hold them and they're fine. So they jump on me sometimes. It's daytime, so they're not as active.
Well, that's true.
They sleep during the day. But I try to take them out often so they get used to being handled because they're pretty skittish. Daisy's getting better. They don't like it when you go to grab them, but when they're jumping all over and trying to climb over my back, I have to grab them.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Well, because otherwise they're just little living, breathing cat toys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want that.
They're very jumpy.
Right.
But once they get settled, like they'll just sit on my hand. You just have to make sure they don't have anywhere they can jump to, or they will. So. Hello, Daniela and everybody. I'm sorry if I missed you. But yeah, we have a good amount of people in here now. If you want to start talking about our trip to Tennessee, do you want to tell them why we went to Tennessee in case they don't know?
Okay, so every year in June, is it June? It's still June.
It's June,
yeah. So every year in June, there's a convention called LibertyCon Tennessee. Or LibertyCon Chattanooga, and it was kind of associated with another convention called the Deep South Con. Basically, it's a convention for fans of science fiction and fantasy and authors. So last year was my first time at LibertyCon. My brother lives about an hour and a half away from Chattanooga, so it was nice to go out there and visit him, and we went to the convention. It was really, really awesome. So met a lot of people, made some cool connections and everything last year, and then this year I was asked to appear there as a pro, which means that I'm one of the people sitting on the panels and presenting myself as an author, and yeah, like maybe selling a couple books, but that's not really the purpose of it. It's more just to, meet and greet with people, get to know if there's anybody that's read your work as a fan, like, you say hi and, sit and chat with people and all that kind of stuff. So it was
a writers' convention.
It was a writers' convention, but it is mostly
lots of publishers.
There's also like a lot of like gaming and things like that going on.
It's very like
tabletop
nerdy.
Gaming. It is
nerdy
in the best way.
Sci-fi.
Like good nerdy,
stuff.
Not terrible nerdy. Though we did see an entire panel on how to build your own solar system to be like
really cool,
scientifically accurate. And who knew that Google could do it for you too? That was pretty wild.
Yeah, so PlanFan members I actually left in a clip on your panel when you were talking about vampires.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So I put that in the video.
Right, okay.
And I think it was Brooke. Brooke, I don't know if you're still here, but she commented that she liked your point. Just thought you made a good point. That,
I don't even remember what I said.
Well, you always say it about the vampires. It's never like the whatever Rosenstein. It's
Oh,
always,
yeah, of course.
it's always the rock stars and the handsome guys.
Right, it's not like the
vampires
dorks.
are never like the nerdy ones.
No, and they should be. Yeah, but like if there's ever a vampire,
109. Oof.
if there's ever a vampire apocalypse and you don't want your children to turn into vampires, just give them stupid names and like you're good. So there's that. So anyway,
Name them Bob.
it was a great weekend. It was really, really busy. I had, time at an author's table, signing some autographs, selling some books. I went into a bunch of different panels. I was presenting at a couple different panels as part of like a group. And I did a reading of my work that went very, very well, even though there were only 4 people there.
I was one of them.
But it was like
The other
like
3
the best.
worked for a publishing company.
Right.
And the fun part about that, and the part that I wanted to share with you guys, is like, so the first day that we got there, we went to a panel about like, what was it about, like self-publishing, or like what to look for
from what indie publishers
are looking
right.
for.
Indie publishers, that's an important thing. Not like not like Penguin or Random House or stuff like that, but like small operations.
Right. And one of the guys on the panel was talking about, who I did not know any of these people, was talking about what his publishing company was looking for in terms of stories. And he said something along the lines of like satirical space stuff, like funny space stuff. And I was like, babe, you literally wrote that story and are like working on it currently. And if something just clicked in my head, I was like, he's gonna like this. So I went up to him after and I was like, you're gonna like his story. And obviously like he's just gonna laugh and like carry on and completely forget about it, because obviously I would say that. Right? But then I went to another panel later on without him, because it was about gardening, surprisingly, which I thought was really random. But obviously I was gonna go do that, and he was there on that panel talking about like growing plants as medicine. And you guys, if you know me, like that's my
stuff
thing,
like that, for sure.
So he had mentioned something about like something he used as an antibiotic that I had never heard of before, so obviously I needed to go and pick his brain about it. David came over, we were able to all talk. So basically my goal for the weekend was just like to talk to this guy as much as possible, because I had a feeling about him, and I was like, this is the guy. This is the guy we gotta hone in on.
This is my hype man all weekend, and it was
hype woman.
Perfect. I know, but like they just say hype man.
But I want to be a woman.
Okay, hype woman.
That sounds better.
It sounds weird.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Anyway, so the next day he has his reading. And he's got it so they do like 2 people to an hour. So you share the room with another author and you each get a half an hour to read. We were joking that we kind of hoped the other guy wouldn't show up so that he would have the whole hour, but you would have just been reading to me for an hour because there was nobody else there.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, turns out that the guy he was reading with writes for the publishing company that the other guy owns.
Right, he's one of their authors, yes.
So they're like, you read first, right? Because the people that are in the crowd already know this guy and they know his writing, they want to hear something new. So I convinced him to read Space Pew Pew, which is apparently the title now.
It's not a working title anymore.
Because it's my favorite story.
Yeah.
There is part of it up on his website if you guys want to read like the short story that inspired like what's going to be like a whole series.
Correct.
Probably.
Yep.
So he reads that, they're laughing their ass off the whole time.
Yeah, it was
They loved it.
That was a good moment.
He had like the editor, the illustrator, an author, and somebody else there. So you have 4 people all working for the same publishing company in the room. They love him. They're like, so-and-so is going to love you, and it's the same guy. I didn't know that he was like the head of everything.
Right, so, he's one of the partners of the publishing company.
Yeah, so they're like, he's going to love it. And I was like, I freaking knew it. I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so. I literally told you so.
Well, and what was really impressive is when I showed them the cover for Space Pew Pew as well, because I kind of made a cover as a joke, and then it sort of, I was like, oh shoot, this is like really cool, so I'm going to show it to you here. That's Space Pew Pew, right? There it is. Yeah, Space Pew Pew. Yeah, so I'm a designer. I'm a cover designer now, apparently.
He literally made it as a joke because people on Twitter were asking if authors should design their own covers, and he was like, no.
Right.
I'll show you why it's a bad idea.
Yeah, then I
But
actually liked it, so.
then people actually loved it. Yeah.
So yeah, my book, The Caretaker, resonated with them as well. As a matter of fact, I wasn't even on a panel. The panel was What's New in Urban Fantasy, and they were talking about me on the panel as I was on a different panel.
Yeah.
So I had people coming up to me afterwards like, hey, they were name dropping you in this panel about
They
what's new in
loved
urban
him.
fantasy. Like they're really excited about The Caretaker and stuff like that. So
they said that he was the most impressive person that
right.
they met all weekend while we were there. So I'm just excited. I'm excited for you, Boo.
Yeah,
so he's been
too.
working on another story for them, like for the last few days.
Yeah, like the deadline's tomorrow, and I was like,
So-
well, I've got 3 days to write, an 8,000 word story, so I might as well just do that. So
Yeah.
I did.
It's funny.
So I'm working on it. It's all good.
I'm proud of you, Boo.
Thank you. Couldn't do it
Your
without
plants look so nice. Okay, so I actually have a whole bunch back here behind David's head if you guys want to see them. They're all going to be up on my website for sale. Some of them are already rooted. Some of them need like a week or two just to get themselves established. So let me know in the comments if you guys want to see these. I have about 10 of them and I can go through them one by one and show you what I have as kind of like a little preview to what's going to go up on the website. Whatever's ready, I think I'll put up tomorrow. And whatever's not ready will go up like, when it's ready, because some things I literally just cut this morning, including this Esqueleto that, it's a little dirty, has just grown out of control.
Huge.
So this is a mid-cut. This is a small leaf. But I know a lot of people want a smaller one because they can be really big. No, it's a mid-cut. That's just the sheath left over.
Oh,
So it gave me a big, long runner. So I just decided to cut it and take a mid-cut. And I don't even know how much these go for. Like $30 maybe. But I literally just cut it and put it in moss and perlite. So I gotta give it some time to start poking out at least some little baby roots. Let's see what you got. Yeah, for sure. And then I potted up this little Monstera Peru, which is really cute. This is the newest leaf. Kind of came in a little bit small, so you just gotta give it a pull. But it is like mostly rooted. I pulled it out of a larger pot that it didn't need to be in and put it in this smaller one. So I would leave it in here for a while if you do buy this one from me, because it has roots, but it doesn't have like a lot of roots. I want one. Well, I'm gonna have it for sale. And Plant Fam members, you guys get, early access. So if you see anything that you want, just let me know. Brooke, I already have a box for you ready to go. So it will be really easy to add stuff to it.
I might need that. You're not fooling anyone.
I might have to do a second box though, because I only have those like shoebox size priority boxes. Sometimes the taller plants just don't fit. What else? I have this white knight. White knight. He's looking a little bit floppy because I just transplanted
Jared Leto.
him. Yes, Monstera Jared Leto. I just transplanted him from like the Costa Farms ones that I got. This is the newest leaf, so it does have some nice white on it, but oh, thank you, Beanie. Welcome to the Plant Fam. Definitely shoot me a DM if you want to be like in the group chat and all of that stuff. I know it's not like for everyone. Not everybody wants to be in a group chat. They can be pretty stressful, but ours is super chill. We're not like harassing each other constantly, which is nice. Put it in.
So many Jared Leto fans.
I want Jared Leto. Like the real one, or I'm nosy. I want in.
Oh, there's the okay, yeah.
Yeah. And then I also have Which one are you? White Princess, little baby. Look at how cute it is. The variegation. This is the newest leaf. So this was like a little baby that spawned off of my mother plant that looked like it was big enough to pull off. It has some nice roots on it already. I just transplanted it today, so it just needs like a couple of days or a week or so to make sure that it survives before I feel comfortable putting it in a box, just because I plucked it out of its home and put it in this little cup. But I will have this one available unless you're okay with the risk and you want it, you can have it. And then, where's the other one? There it is. I have the White Wizard. So I have one of each, a White Knight, a Princess, and a Wizard. And the Wizard is my personal favorite. But again, this is just a little baby that I plucked off of my mother plant. This one's a little bit bigger. My mother plant has gorgeous variegation. So really nice genetics on this one. And same thing, it has roots. I just transplanted it this morning though, so I would prefer to give it like a week just to make sure it settles in okay. But if you're okay with the risk, then I'm also okay with the risk. I'm finding the Monstera Peru cuttings I took off my plant a couple weeks ago insanely slow to root, not a single root yet. Shelby, they root really, really painfully slow. It's kind of just a thing. What do you have it rooting in? I want the plant, not actual Jared Leto.
You know, I'm getting an idea here. We need to start naming plants like this is the Charlie Hunnam, or like
I mean,
this is the Henry Cavill in The Witcher with the wig. You know,
only with the wig.
Only with the wig.
Okay,
Yeah.
this one's really nice. I'm sorry if you see my belly sticking out. This one is ready to go. This one's nice and rooted. This is the Hoya species Affinity Bertoniae. It is overflowing this cup with cuttings.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the little roots in there in your face.
I have to hide.
Very nice. It's a nice. This one, I just shoved them all into one because I didn't feel like having a bunch of small plants. So one lucky person will get this big, huge plant. How about the Brad Pitt? I would totally take Henry Cavill, the man, and the plant. I'll just take the
See?
man.
All I had to do was mention it,
Y'all
and
can
everybody
keep the
knows.
plant. God, I love him. I love him so much. It's painful. Okay,
Oh,
I think
that's
the rest
fantastic.
are Hoya. We have a Hoya fungii.
Fungi?
Fungi.
It's not fungi.
No.
Oh, all right.
Hi, Elizabeth. I have a Hoya fungii. The leaves are kind of flimsy, but I'm gonna give it some time to root. I just took this cutting last week, maybe. Oh, hi, Billy Joe. Welcome to the plant fam. Y'all just want early access to the plants, don't you? That's your MO, isn't it? Well, I hope you enjoyed the extra content and all the other perks as well. I will have merch eventually by the end of this year. That's one of my goals, is to have merch. And the plant fam, I think VIPs get discounts on merch. I don't know, there's a couple different tiers. Hi, I'm so excited to have you. Hi, Christine. Hi, Septimus. Hi, Z. Hi, Nicole.
Oh, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up on this.
Yes.
One. There's all that too, and like
You
know,
too.
when it's
Oh, you did.
I did.
Okay,
did my
so
job.
Hoya fungii, and then I have some little baby. It's just a little baby opalvata. Oh, it's
That's right. The Perky Perks, Jessica. Don't forget the Perky Perks.
This one is rooted, so I potted it up. It was rooted in perlite. It's just a little baby, so it'll be a cheapie. But then I also have your favorite, you guys, Hoya Mathilde. This one has a little pedunk, but it looks a little bit dry, so I'm not sure if it's gonna bloom again. But I have two little Hoya Mathilde cuttings in here. one of my favorites, one of your favorites. You guys are always commenting and asking me the plant behind me. I have a work meeting in 5 minutes and it's kind of disrespectful, to be honest.
That's good.
I love that. You're going to need to hit me up on Instagram. I don't even know your real name. Or is your real name Beanie? I don't know. I'm always excited about new Plant Fam members. I like to get to know you guys. Okay, what else do I have in terms of Hoya? I have this little adorable Hoya quinquenervia. This one's nice and sun-stressed. The leaves on this get massive. These are just like little teeny tiny baby leaves. These will get huge if you look up
Did you do this one?
the mature form. No, I didn't.
This one's super cute.
And then this one, I cut that today, so that's going to need like at least a week or two to start rooting up. And then I also cut this one, which is the Hoya Weylineana species UT. No, that's the other one. This is just regular Weylineana, and it gets sun stressed. There's two different ones. I have a video up if you're confused about it in my plant comparison playlist. It's starting to get hot in here without the air on.
Yeah, it's getting hot in her.
But you can see this one's got a little bit of sun stress. It's got 3 leaves, and I literally just cut it. This morning. I was up in the greenhouse with my scissors like a lunatic. Chopped up my Esqueleto. I'm keeping my top cutting because I want to plant it back into
Elizabeth asks, I missed the beginning. Are these plants for sale?
Yes.
Not like right now, though.
Not at this current
Right.
moment in time, but I'm just giving you a sneak peek of what I am going to have available. Some of them are ready and will be going up on the website tomorrow, unless Plant Fam members snag them first. But a lot of these are not rooted yet. So like this, I literally just cut this morning. So all of the Hoya that I just showed you are not ready yet, except for the little baby Opalvada and the species affinity Bertonier. If you want an Esqueleto and somebody else snags that one, because I only have the one, I do also have 5 chunks.
Speaking of, did you see Crash back there?
He is a chunk.
Yeah. It's chilling out.
So I have 5 of these. They're literally just Esqueleto nodes. They're pretty thick though. Some of them are smaller, but none of them have produced a leaf. They're all brand new, so they're not spent, and they should root up really easily. They already have like aerial roots and stuff starting up, so these are going to be available as well, probably individually, or you can just buy a bunch of them if you want to. So that is everything that I'm going to have available either tomorrow. Everything that I said was rooted will go up at some point tomorrow. Hopefully, that's my goal anyway. And everything that is not rooted or needs a little bit of time will go up next week or the week after. So definitely keep an eye on my website. It is a good idea to follow me on Instagram and make sure you have your notifications on there for like my stories, because sometimes I don't feel like listing things up on the website, and it's just easier to sell them through Instagram. And then whatever doesn't sell on Instagram is what goes up on the website. So definitely follow me there. That is going to be like your best bet. And if there's something in like particular that you're looking for, just ask me if I have it, and I can take a cutting if I don't already have a cutting available. Like, I'm more than happy to sell them. So it's okay, Kelly. Hi, we were just talking about everything that went on in Tennessee. Our trip back was fun.
Yeah.
So we flew out of Chattanooga to, oh my gosh, is he just like licking himself back there?
He's going to town. He's getting
so
a bath.
cute.
Yeah.
So we flew out of Chattanooga to Charlotte, North Carolina. Our flight from Chattanooga was supposed to be at like what, 6 o'clock? And
Yeah,
then it kept getting pushed back
till about 9:30.
and pushed back. Yeah, by the time we got on the plane, it was probably like 9:30. They said it was about weather. Then it was somebody stole the flashlight. And they didn't know if they were allowed to fly without the flashlight.
They're not allowed to fly without a flashlight, like a 6-inch.
Yeah. Just like a
Flashlight.
regular flashlight.
Yeah, because it's on the checklist. The plane can't take off unless the flashlight is on the plane.
So apparently somebody that was on the plane before us was mad about the delays and decided to
Steal a flashlight.
steal the flashlight.
Right.
So that put us back like another like half an hour or so while they figured out or tried to find another flashlight. Even
Yes.
we all joked about the fact that our cell phones have very, very bright lights on them.
Everyone has a flashlight.
Yeah. But we get it. Safety protocols, whatever. So we get to Charlotte literally at the same time that our next flight is supposed to be taking off. So he gets a notification through the app on his phone where our boarding passes are and everything that they automatically put us on a different flight because that one took off. Right? So it
Right.
says in his thing that plane isn't here anymore.
No, yeah, they rebooked us for
That plane
noon the
took
next
off.
day.
So they
without
rebooked us for the next. It was 11 originally.
Yeah,
it was
I
like
had
11:15. They booked us
11:58.
for the
It was
next
around noon.
morning.
I had no choice. Like, they rebooked me. They said, you missed your connecting flight. The flight left. We rebooked you for basically noon tomorrow. So that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we went and we stood in a line that would have taken 4 hours to get through, but then there was a different line that only took about an hour to get through to talk to somebody that was rude and unhelpful. So that was super fun too. And they were like, go stand in the other line. And you were like,
no. He was like, oh, your second flight was also delayed. You guys were here.
yeah, he's like,
when
you
it
just
took
could
off."
have got on the flight. I'm like, well, they already told us that they didn't and it
He's
left
like, oh,
and
you
they
should
booked
always
us for
go
the
to
next
the
day.
gate. I'm like, but they told me to come here because my flight left already. Oh, well, the app isn't always correct.
Well, thanks.
Then why do you have it? Like, I wasn't gonna run to the other side of the airport like a lunatic for a plane that's not there. You know what I mean?
Long story short, we had to scramble, get an Uber, get a hotel, slept for a few hours, got to the airport again.
Well, yeah,
by
and then
8
they told
o'clock
us
the
that
next
the
morning.
TSA was going to take like 2 hours to get
'Cause
to
it
the
was a
airport
madhouse,
early because so
right.
many flights had been canceled
And it
the
took
day
us
before.
15 minutes.
And we got through the TSA in literally 15 minutes.
So we sat there
So
and
we had
waited
to
for
sit there.
another 3. Hold on.
I
We sat
spent-
there and waited for another 3 hours. Then the flight was delayed
Delayed
again,
again.
twice.
Multiple times, yeah.
Right.
It was a good time.
So yeah, and then finally we got on the plane, and then had a bumpy landing. And had a ride back.
Yeah, I get motion sick apparently.
Yeah, that's a new thing. So that was fun to figure
It's
out.
not a new thing. It's just
Yeah.
being on the back of a plane is a new thing for
Long
me.
story short, don't fly American Airlines ever. So
Yeah,
there's
and
that.
put me in the
They're
front.
terrible. Yeah.
I was flipping out. I was yelling at the guy that I have chronic health issues and that he's telling me that I need to sleep in an airport pretty much because I refused to pay for a hotel when it wasn't my fault that the flight was delayed and that we've missed our connecting flight. But he was like, sorry, too bad, can't help you because it was weather related, which I think is absolute BS.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was just a real jerk. I'm like, I can't sleep in an airport. You're gonna be taking me
miserable
out of
people.
here in an ambulance
Miserable people.
before the plane takes me out of here.
I'd be miserable too if I worked for them. So there's that.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Daniela. Thanks for joining the Plant Fam.
Perky
Feel
perks.
Feel free to DM me on Instagram if you have Instagram so that I can chat with you and get to know you and add you to the group chat if you want to be in the group chat. We have a really lovely group of people there. It's not an overwhelming group chat at all. I think the rest of my members can
So-
attest to that.
Paige just asked, just bought a leggy large Monstera. Is that Esqueleto?
That's literally what I just did to mine this morning,
Would
girl.
you suggest chopping it?
I literally, okay, so this was the leaf, and then I had like all 5 of those nodes that I chopped. I just showed you guys before I had another leaf. So yeah, I just chopped it because these grow like a weed. So I would definitely just chop it. They're super easy to propagate and they grow like crazy. I swear I went away and came back and this thing had 3 massive leaves on it, but it had like this long runner, so I didn't want to let it continue. So yeah, I would cut it, chop it up, get the scissors out, go crazy. It's very satisfying to do, and that way, like, you can root up the nodes if you want to and grow little baby plants to share with people, or you can make your pot bigger. That's one of those things that we just kind of have to always do with our plants.
Moss or perlite?
I mean, I like the both of them together. So what I usually do, not always, because I just threw all these directly into moss and perlite today, but sometimes I'll put them in water for a couple of days or like a week first to get their roots kind of just like activated, because I feel like the water activates the root growth a lot faster than other mediums, and then I'll move it over to like a mossy perlite mix. I like the moss and perlite together because the moss produces roots that are similar to soil roots, so you're going to have an easier transition that way when you are ready to move it over to soil. And then the perlite just acts as like a form of aeration for your moss, the same way it does for your soil. So the roots are going to be a lot happier in there. And jeez, we leave the window open for Crash. We gave him a new spot up here in case you didn't notice, so that he can look out the window. I moved my plants and I gave the cat a spot because I love him, and he's very happy. He gets to watch the birdies in the morning. But yeah, I like the moss and perlite together because moss can also be a bitch to get off of the roots, and Hoya roots are really delicate, although you're not propagating a Hoya. Monstera roots are not as delicate, but it's still a pain in the butt to get the moss off of roots when you leave it in there for too long. It is the Hoya sirens. That's probably why I was thinking Hoya in my head. I'm like, see they know. But yeah, that would be my suggestion. I have kids that wake up at 6 a.m., so bedtime for me. Thanks for the live stream. Bye from the UK. Thanks for hanging out, Monique. We appreciate you for being here. Gotta love the way kids wake up at the crack of dawn.
I wake up at the crack of dawn.
Yeah. There's also like construction going on downstairs, so my videos next week might be a little noisy. Hopefully, nothing crazy. I need to do my June favorites.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what to pick besides all the new plants. It's really hard not to pick all new plants. I just moved a Philobilly from moss, and I feel like I ripped half the roots off on accident. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the perlite in there helps just create, like, more space so that there's not as much moss, like, stuck. Yasmin, you guys are going to make me cry. What's with all the members today? Are you just doing this because you want the plants, aren't you? You really are, but I hope you enjoy the extra content.
That's fun to say.
As well.
Philobilly.
Philobilly.
Philobilly. Yeah.
Philobilly.
Philobilly hillbilly.
It's one of my favorite plants.
Philobilly.
It's in my logo. You guys, my logo is almost ready.
It's very exciting.
Yeah, send me a DM on Instagram, Yasmin, if you're on there, so we can chat, and I can add you to the group chat if you want to. Totally up to you. I know group chats are not for everybody. Is there any...
Whatever that is.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either.
Those plants were cute. They are cute. Yeah, I try to take care of my plant fam members and make sure that if there's anything you guys have been wanting plant-wise from me, that you're able to get your hands on it before.
Do you have any Hoya sigillatus?
I do. I have one little baby cutting. My pants are falling down. I have one little baby cutting that I've managed to save from my mother plant that died. So nothing that I can cut anytime soon, but it is like a little baby plant, and I'm just happy that it's still healthy. I don't know what that means. Is that something inappropriate that I should be worried about?
Yeah, that's where I was going with it.
Let the people with the wrenches take care of it. I hear it's hard to take care of. It is. It's one that's on my list. I'm pretty sure I put it on the list of ones that I won't buy again. Or like ones that I find most difficult. Honestly, I forget what videos I do. They all start to kind of blend together after a while, but I have that Hoya Care playlist for you guys where I just throw all of my Hoya content, anything that's like informative at least. So it'll all be over there. But yeah, that's one that's on my list that I just don't mess with anymore. I just can't. I can't do it. I was just feeling that way about my Bella. I was taking care of some of my plants earlier, going through my Hoya and just like cleaning some of them up and getting rid of mealybugs. I try to stay on top of it like weekly, like really go through and clean so that they don't get out of control. Oh my gosh, Christine, welcome to the fam. You guys are making me overwhelmed with all of this. What was I saying?
I don't know. I'll take advantage here of something about Dan something type orchid, like shriveled avocados.
Before any experience, knowledge about the strum. I don't know anything. I know there's other people that do though. Any plans to come to Western North Carolina? Not that I know of.
I mean, we were just stuck in Charlotte.
We were just in Charlotte, and it wasn't a good experience.
It wasn't pleasant.
So I need to go back there and actually see Charlotte because it looked really pretty.
Yeah, it looked like a nice town, sure.
It's a huge city.
It looked like a nice, huge city.
It looked like a
town.
really nice city.
Yes.
So if anybody has any suggestions of stuff that we can do there next time we're stuck there.
Right.
I have a sweatshirt that says Charlotte, North Carolina on it, but I literally barely stepped out of the airport. I just needed a new sweatshirt because I may or may not have gotten sick on the only sweatshirt that I brought with me.
Yeah, that was fun.
And I'm always cold.
Right.
Always cold. So, Charlotte has a lot of good nurseries going next weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I mean, it looked really pretty. I want to go everywhere, you guys. I tell them all the time that we just need to get like an RV and just like take trips around the world.
We're gonna
around
load
the
up
country.
4 snakes, 2 cats, and
the snakes
400
are fine
plants.
by themselves for like a week or so at a time. It's the geckos that need to be fed more frequently, and the cats, obviously, that require more human interaction. Our reptiles don't really miss us when we're gone.
Yeah, they don't care.
Like, they don't notice. It's really, you want to handle them regularly so that they get used to being handled. That's really what it comes down to. You build trust with the animal, but they don't necessarily, like, miss you when you're gone. Like, they know you. They learn what you smell like, what you feel like, you know what I mean, how you handle them, because everybody's going to handle them differently. Emma's leaving. Oh, thank you for hanging out, Emma. I'm glad you were able to come. Always a pleasure. Always love having my Plant Fam members. We have to do our own. Now that we have more people, too, it's going to be so hard to figure out a day and a time that we can, like, do some Zoom chats. I want to do one a month, but we need to, like, we'll have to pick a day, like, every, like, first Monday of the month or something like that.
Melting.
You're melting?
It's very toasty.
Turn the thing back on.
Yeah, I may have to do that.
We're gonna go in 15 minutes tops anyway. My name is Christina, and when you said Christina, I thought, oh my god, how do they know my name? Well, I know it now. Plants and Spreadsheets. That's a great name.
That is a good name.
I need you to help me organize my spreadsheet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know anything about that orchid. I'm still learning about orchids. I would like to get into them some more. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up too, you guys, while you're here. But yeah, so that was our trip. So instead of getting back Sunday around midnight, it would have been like early Monday morning. We got home Monday at like what, 5 o'clock?
Something like that,
in the afternoon. It was a long day. And your girl was not happy because I was sick the whole time, and I had to wait until we got back to the car to be able to smoke some weed, because that's the only thing that gets rid of my sickness, which was really fun on the way to Tennessee because it's super illegal down there.
Plans and spreadsheets. Somewhat new here, David. Have you always been involved with planting things in this channel? I drift in and out from time to time.
I mean, like, you've been
I know
here
how
for
to.
a while.
I've got plants. I know how to water plants. I know how to take care of some plants.
We met only a few months after I started this channel.
Yeah, I mean, I
So-
had my channel going before yours
Yeah.
for about like 8 months before. So, you know, I've always been kind of in and out there, and
I totally got that vibe. Do I give off that vibe?
yeah.
Is it just because I'm laid back? Because I wouldn't be. But
Yeah, that's right.
it actually really helps me a lot. I think that it's a really silly stigma attached to it. I mean, obviously, I function perfectly fine, right? And I get things done. But it helps me a lot with my ADHD. It helps me, like, focus and not feel so, like, all over the place and manic.
Right.
It helps me with my appetite. I have a lot of health issues, and they tend to turn into stomach issues.
Okay, so hang on while you're talking about appetite.
And I like food.
There was a diner there that was
Oh my gosh.
really,
The cake, are you going
really
to talk about the
good.
cake?
and so we were there. We pretty much had like every meal at this diner
Uh.
because you got 10% off by being at the hotel it was attached to. And like a legit like old style country diner, you
The
know,
cutest people ever.
the jukebox
working
going,
there.
everybody was adorable, everyone's calling you sugar and honey and sweetie and all that stuff. And they had this cake display, and they had, let me tell you, they had cake, right? And not just like any cake. So one night we're like, all right, we're gonna get some cake to smash like later at night, because Saturday night was a really late night. I ended up in a hotel room party drinking some 10-year-old mead that this guy makes on his own.
Yeah, but it's the same guy that we were trying to get in with. So I was
Right.
like, babe, you're going to that party.
And you're going there and you're getting drunk on
And
his
I'm
mead.
coming with you even though
Right.
can't even keep my eyes open.
And meanwhile, I'm like, what's mead? And then I was drinking it, and I'm like, wow. And then he was like, it's 40 proof. And I was like, sure, let me have 3 more glasses. Like, that's fine. So we had the mead, got back to the hotel. It was like 1:30 in the morning, and we had the cake that we bought earlier in the day. And I had a slab of red velvet cake that was like the size of my head. And yeah, we smashed those for sure. Which one did you have? A Butterfinger cake?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The red velvet was so good.
Oh, it
though.
was wrong.
Because by the time we got back to the hotel
so
room,
wrong,
we had
but it
like
was so right.
we were pretty messed up and pretty
Yeah.
tired, so we were just like, cake. Oh, look, Penny's like, Daddy, look at her. She's like,
Oh, she's looking. Yeah.
are you gonna come? Are you gonna come get me?
Oh
we
my
didn't take out any of the
god.
reptiles. Elizabeth, thanks for joining the Plant Fam.
Yeah, I was like, I want to get some cake, and the lady behind the counter was like, I got you, baby. And I was like,
Is that
you know
a
what?
cat in
This
your
is perfect. Like, I got it.
I love all the people talking about how they also smoke weed and that they could tell that I smoke weed. I mean, like, I don't
it's not that
hide
hard to
it.
figure out.
I don't hide it. I did for a long time, but then I'm like, this is why? This is a part of who I am. It helps me, like, more than anything. I know that's not the case for everybody, but, like, I know my body, and I like to sleep, and I like to eat. Yeah, I saw her.
Oh, okay.
I know who she is already. How many members did we get today already? You all are crazy. Is that all I had to do was tell you that you get early access to my plants? You just have to send me a DM on Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, you can email me. It's just a little bit more difficult. I wish YouTube had like a messaging platform the way that Facebook does.
YouTube said it's like
It would get
ancient now.
overwhelming, but if I could have like my Plant Fam members chat like on the YouTube platform the way that you can on like Patreon would be. They introduced the members last year. It's been over a year, and they still have like barely added any features, and it's really irritating. Like I have a whole playlist of videos for you guys, but I can't make it members only. So I have to make it unlisted and then give you the link to it, and it's just annoying. Hi, Holly.
Hey, Holly.
I was just thinking about you. I have your Hoya here that I want to send to you soon. It should be ready soon. I just wanted to make sure I could root it up.
Danny girl, you had your bowl sitting next to your potting mat one video.
Yeah, I did. I don't mess around. How do you think I get all that repotting done?
That's fantastic.
Why do you think I don't film my plant chores all the time? Because I usually am smoking a bowl and listening to true crime podcasts so that I can like get through it. Plus, it's not interesting.
Shelby, sativas help you get stuff done. Sativas give me the worst nightmares and anxiety ever. I'm not ever touching them again. There's no way. That is not okay. My brain does not work that way.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good. So, if anybody's ever wondering what my favorite plant of all time is, it's cannabis.
Oh, here I thought it was peperomia.
Cannabis sativa, usually. I've been doing hybrids lately, though.
They're better. They're just better.
More like sativa-leaning hybrids, obviously, but it's not like indica makes me go to sleep or anything. My tolerance is like... I don't get high. That's why I laugh at people. They're like, oh, yeah, how are you going to function, like, being stoned all day? I'm not, girl.
No, you do that to get normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have to smoke a whole blunt to my face. Although...
Which you did a couple times in Tennessee.
Although we were in Tennessee and I had to finish my joint because we were leaving later that day. And I couldn't take it with me, obviously, because it's like, super illegal for... it's not even decriminalized in Tennessee, which I think is really weird. It's so inconsistent. I have to like Google the states that I'm going to find out.
They don't even care. So it's one of those weird things that like
I'm not bothering anybody. Anyway, so I had like half a joint left, and I just wanted to get rid of it. So I smoked it to my face, and I was really tired because that was like Sunday morning. I went back in there, and he was like, "Babe, are you okay?"
She was walking around.
I was so silly.
She was walking around, busting out into laughter over nothing. Like nothing at all happened.
I love Annie Elise.
I don't know what was going on in her head.
I don't know.
And then she came and sat in on one of the panels that I was doing about werewolves and vampires and witches and all that stuff. And I'm looking at you, and your eyes were red, and you're just like,
I just wanted to talk about Vampire Diaries.
Wow, this girl. Okay.
I love Annie Elise. I don't know who Bailey Sarian is, but I'll have to look her up. I like the law side of stuff too. So I'm a big Emily D. Baker fan, and The Lawyer You Know, which he does stuff with Annie Elise. I love when they do stuff together because then you get her. She's so good at storytelling. Like she just retells everything so like on point, and then you get The Lawyer You Know. I forget his name. Talking about like the law side of it. So the two of them together are like my favorite thing. Yeah, Annie and Emily did a podcast together that was really good too. I was literally just watching Emily D. Baker live right before this. She was talking about like the Kohberger stuff, which is actually getting really interesting. I'm gonna have to fill you in on that. Apparently they don't have like anything but DNA evidence. So it's kind of sketchy, and they're saying that they can't release information to the public because they don't want the public to freak out thinking that when they get their DNA tested that the government is using it, because they are using it. So if you've ever had your DNA tested, the government is using your DNA. And when they're running DNA through the system, when crimes happen, they're using your DNA to compare it to. So you could get accused of a crime when you were nowhere near the crime scene.
Apparently, Kim Kardashian is starting a true crime podcast, and that's the funniest thing I've heard.
Can she even, like, form sentences? Like, I get that she went to law school, but, like, it just still feels like a joke to me. She's on the new season of American Horror Story, and people are like, this better be a joke.
I mean, Kardashians are an American Horror Story. Have you ever grown a Piper crocatum?
Crocatum?
That too. Just bought one yesterday at a local nursery. Very worried about winter blues.
No, because they're terrarium plants. You're going to want to put it in a terrarium, or it's probably going to die. Not to be morbid, but there is that. I usually dab concentrates I just cough too much from my asthma, so I can't really do dabs. I try to just keep my bowl clean. They have it on record. What's on record?
Kardashians? No.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I missed that one.
Oh, the DNA. The DNA. Yeah, they keep your DNA
Oh,
on
okay.
record. I never did mine. My brother did, so that's how I know. I'm assuming that my brother and I have the same genetics, or at least like
Right.
very, very similar. So we did the cats too, but Crashes came back inconclusive, so I have to send it back in again. Haven't eaten those in ages. Okay, Shelby, you want to see something cool? I haven't mentioned it, but I'm supposed to. I forgot to mention it in my last like sit down video. So this company, VitaCap, came out with shroom gummies. Okay, they're let's focus. There we go. They're Amanita muscaria, which is the one that you just posted, the red one with the white spots.
The Mario
It
mushroom.
does not contain psilocybin, so it doesn't make you hallucinate, but it does make you like just really chill and relaxed. I think it's prevented his night terrors, to be honest, or his nightmares. My brother has night terrors, and they stopped him from having night terrors. So they say to take them cautiously, that they like can mess you up, but like I ate like 3 of them, and didn't really feel anything besides like just super chill.
Yeah, it was a nice. Yeah. They were
So I feel like these are really good for like a body high that doesn't make you sleepy, because the thing I love about shrooms is that you just feel really good and you don't feel sleepy when you microdose.
nice. You're not going to sleep at all if you do that. Yeah.
Well,
microdosing,
microdosing,
fine.
babe. I don't need to be tripping balls. I'm not, nor am I trying to. I like it for like anxiety, depression, stuff like that. Like there's
Yeah.
something to be said about microdosing for sure, but like we got to be careful what we say on YouTube, because they'll take my video down.
For sure.
It's only legal in like one state. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this is like a loophole because there's no psilocybin in it. It's similar to like the Premium Jane company that I use, where they're able to sell THC
Delta
products
8 and
because
stuff
it's a
like that.
loophole.
Yeah.
In like the legislation that says, you know, which specific types of THC are banned. So they just make different ones. They extract different ones. So this is kind of the same thing.
Adina wants to know if you have a code yet.
For this, yeah, I think I do, but I have to look at it in my email. It's probably Jacqueline's Jungle
That's not
something. I know. I'll send it to you. I gotta like do a proper like talk
Yeah.
about it in a video and give you all the information, but you guys are just getting a sneak peek because Shelby, she mentioned shrooms, and I forgot about these, but we ate them all fairly quickly, so there's none left. I gotta get more. But they sent them to me just to try. So I tried them and I liked them. I prefer like regular THC gummies, but these are good for like just feeling good, focusing. I feel like it helps people like meditate. They're gluten-free, vegan, made in America, relax and chill and enjoy the show, it says. So these are really good to take, I think, after you've had a long day and you just want to chill out a little bit. I ate a few and then smoked a joint and I felt fantastic. So highly recommend, but I will talk about these further in another video in a more formal manner than this. But if you want to, just DM me and I'll send you the link. It is an affiliate link, so if you shop through it, I do make some commission, and I appreciate you guys who do shop through my links. So every time I'm telling you to shop at Soul Soils and Trey Leaf and all this stuff, I actually make money. It doesn't cost you anything extra, so it's always nice. Yeah, Dina, I'd be curious about that too. I'm very curious. Like, I want you guys to try them with me so that I can get your feedback, because I feel like my tolerance for stuff like this is just so high that I didn't really feel what I wanted to feel from it. So I'd be curious how other people have
I
experiences.
definitely, about a half hour in, I felt like a little warm, like a little.
You just feel like
cozy warm.
chill. It's like a
but
body
that only
thing.
lasted, that didn't last very long, so it's
Yeah.
hard to really
But
know.
you slept really well.
I did sleep okay.
But it doesn't make you sleepy. That's the thing.
A lot of times I have
You just
nightmares
feel chill.
about bees, and then I end up trying to swat and kick things in my sleep, and she's next to me, and the cat's there,
The
and then
cat.
he's swatting at my feet because my feet are hitting the cat in the head and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
Thanks
sleeping
for
is always
hanging
an
out,
adventure.
Paige. We're gonna head out too. We actually just hit our 1 hour mark.
Yeah, I need to eat.
Are they available in capsule form? That's good to know. I mean, I don't know. These I know are like organic, they're regulated, and they're completely safe and like natural. So like I just really like this company. I'm pretty sure it's like a sister company to Premium Jane because they like cross promote their products. So yeah. Never mad about it. I also have a handbag coming, which is like really random, but this company reached out to me and they were like, hey, do you want this bag? Do you want to pick a bag off of our website and just like, talk about it on your channel? And I was like, let's see what this is about, right? They make knockoff designer bags, but like top-notch quality. So like they're still expensive bags because they're still like made out of leather and like all the same materials, and they hand make them like on demand. So like you order a bag and they make it for you. Like it's kind of crazy. So your girl is getting a designer bag that I literally never thought I would have in my life, and I don't even care that it's not real because literally nobody is ever gonna know except for us. So that's exciting. Let me know if you guys have any last minute questions. If not, we're gonna head out. We're gonna eat some food. Definitely, You can go turn the air back on, babe. I know you're sweating.
I will when we're done.
Can't wait to see the back. I'm excited because like they're affordable. Like instead of like thousands of dollars, it's only like hundreds. So
Take care, Shelby.
your girl's excited. Anyway, love you guys so very much. If you're a new member that just joined today, make sure you DM me on Instagram. I want to get you some plants. So you guys will get first dibs for sure. You already saw everything. I have like 10 plants, so just shoot me a message. Whoever I see first is who gets it. So I try to be fair. And yeah, that's really it. I hope you guys stay members and don't just bail on me after you buy your plants.
You're getting the perky perks now.
I'm sorry, Jessica, but you could just watch it back. We're still fun to watch back. I showed you all the plants that I'm gonna have available for sale.
Got updates about stuff, and we talked about cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I want cake. Oh my gosh,
Yeah, I
look
do
at
too.
Penny.
That was good cake.
Anywho, I love you guys so very much. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. If for some reason you're still not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. You will not see them come up in your feed.
Put down a comment.
Subscribed. If you're watching my videos regularly, you should just subscribe.
You should comment with cake emojis.
Yeah, leave cake emojis,
Cake
in
emojis.
like the regular chat, not the live chat, like the regular comment section to let me know that you were here and that you stayed for the whole thing. Mostly because we love cake.
That'll open up when we're done.
And yeah, that's it. Love you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow with an unboxing. Yay! Okay, now it's the awkward part where it takes a minute. It takes a minute. Where's the X?
Oh, okay.
There it is.
I don't know. Is it over yet?
No, it takes a minute.
How about now?